Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are talking right now with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com. Joe tells me he's 17-5 against the spread in his last 22 plays in college and pro football, and I have asked him to analyze Baltimore-Denver with us. Now, Denver is a 4.5-point home favorite, total 48.5 or 49, and the story with Denver, of course, Peyton Manning, right? How much does he have? Where is his career at right now? And how much is he done? And how much will Denver be able to compensate for whatever diminishing skills Peyton Manning brings to the table this year? And then Baltimore on the other side, we know what they have, right? They have some young weapons on offense that are probably going to need time to mature, but Flacco, very, obviously a borderline elite quarterback in the NFL. They have a strong offensive line, and their defense may be a liability. It might be significantly improved this year, though. My sense is that maybe the sneaky best way to bet this game might be on the under. The total has gone down a bit from 49.5 a little while ago, and I'm just thinking that, whatever Peyton Manning's skills are right now, Denver's probably going to want to protect him, slow the game down a bit. Maybe we take a shot with the under. What do you think, Joe?
As a general rule of thumb, look, you're going to get good value when you talk about the under with Peyton Manning, and maybe he's getting to the point in his career where they don't want him to throw so many passes during the regular season to save him for the postseason. It's interesting because, look, you have a battle of Peyton Manning, who is the best regular season quarterback I've ever seen, but he really drops in the postseason. Sometimes I like to call him Peyton Kershaw or Clayton Manning, two guys that are so good during the regular season, and once the game gets big, they seem to get smaller. But look, this is a regular season game, where on the other hand, Joe Flacco's quite the opposite. You said borderline elite. I would say he's below elite during the regular season, but all of a sudden he becomes elite during the postseason. But because this is a week one game, I will go with Peyton Manning. And I know that, of course, these records are just straight up, but Denver has just been ridiculous at home. They won 14 of their last 15 home openers outright, while Baltimore's really struggled on the road as far as the road opener. And the general theory is that the high altitude in Denver, look, as the season goes on, maybe the players get physically more beaten up, but as far as the cardiovascular is concerned, this is going to be the first time that these guys have played a full game since last football season, the preseason, where at the most in the third game you play 2.5 quarters, so that the altitude becomes a bigger factor earlier in the year, where maybe the bodies are a little bit better, but the cardiovascular system isn't. So I do think that Denver is a pretty strong play here at home.
So you would lean Denver minus 4.5. See, my sense is that the leans are Baltimore and the under, just because Denver's offensive line might be a little bit suspect as well, and if they are having trouble protecting Manning, it's just we've seen Manning be questionable very recently in NFL play. I know this is week one, so he's going to be as healthy as he will be all season, but 4.5 just feels like a lot. Joe Duffy, your insights and analysis are always very valuable, though. Is this going to be a pass for you, or are you going to grace us with a free pick that you recommend?
I'll grace you with a free pick, but unlike what I've said in another video, I don't know if this is going to become a premium pick or not, but for now, we will say that Denver will be a free pick.
Joe Duffy taking Denver minus 4.5 as a free pick in these videos. And Joe, so many of these picks are borderline premium plays, but what happens when a play becomes a premium play at your website, OffshoreInsiders.com?
Well, since week 2 of the preseason, NFL preseason football and college football, the first week combined, 17-5, maybe a little bit better than our average since 1988, but still not all that atypical. That's why I've been in the business so long. Nobody works harder than I do. Nobody has better intel. Got full season packages, huge discounts now at OffshoreInsiders.com.
There you go. Sounds great, Joe. Thanks.